guys, and welcome to episode 6 of Updated, new and improved. We're switching it up. I got a second camera now, so we're going to be changing it up a little bit more. This is going to be much more of a podcast-style show moving forward. We're going to switch back to this camera. We're going to make it a little bit more of a podcast-style show, so this is going to maybe be a little bit longer in length. And I'm going to try and maybe put it out on other platforms so that way you can have it as a podcast and you don't have to see this visual as well. This is going to be an amazing episode. I have a great friend of mine that I worked on the Carnival Dream with. He was the music manager and drummer for the band. This is our first guest outside of Playlist, and this is opening up all brand new doors. I want to welcome to the show Ron Smith. Ron, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
I'm doing good. You're looking great. You're looking fly.
So are you. I like the beard.
I'm telling you, it's getting long. I'm probably at least, I would say, an inch easy. It's gotta be an inch.
Yeah, I had mine. I grew it out, then I had to cut it off. And
my goal is I've been trying to shave it into like a V. So I've been shortening down the sides, so that way I can get like this like V shape, and I want it to be like a Viking.
Yes.
Whenever we eventually go back, I want it to be like down to here and try and see what
that's going to look good. That's going to look good, especially on the show, especially in the shows. That's going to look fantastic, dude.
Imagine like 80s pop to the max, and I come out for
True. My God. Yes.
I came out for True with like this huge Viking beard.
That's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. I would see that every time.
Just for the beard.
Just for the beard, man. Just straight up beard gang. I'm being an audience. # beard gang.
# beard gang. So what have you been up to? I mean, quarantine. Are you back in New York right now?
No, I'm not back in New York.
Where you in?
I am in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Nolans.
Yes, NOLA, as they say.
Do you have friends, family? Who are you staying with?
I'm with Koozie. I'm with my girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
Mother. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're not exactly quarantined, but we quarantined.
Right. I'm not. I'm just next to you. I'm still over in Florida, so.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, when we drove from Carnival Studios, it took us about 11 hours, give or take. Not exactly nonstop, but it was quite of a drive.
How is it over in New Orleans? Is it pretty bad, or things starting to open up?
No. So when we first got here, everything was shut down for the most part, except food places and stores like Walmart. So we got there, everything shut down, and then recently they started opening a lot of stuff back up. One of the most recent places that just opened up was DMV.
Oh, really?
So yeah, the DMV's opened up now, and
how exciting!
Oh my God, there was a line last time I drove by. It was going around the block.
What are people going to the DMV for?
Renewing licenses, paying tickets, stuff like that, man. I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. They don't call it the DMV over here. They call it the OMV, Office of Motor Vehicles.
Ooh, fancy. It's the Orleans. Everything needs to start with an O.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. Yeah. I'd like to think that's what it is. Over in New York, we call it the DMV.
And you sent me a cover remix that you did of the Fairly Odd Parents theme song, which is awesome. Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna show that right now, and we're gonna talk a little bit about it. Okay. So here's Ron Smith rocking out on the drums to the Fairly Odd Parents theme. So sick. You are, I've said it since I saw you first perform at the studios. I said it since you performed with us on stage in America Rocks. You are nasty when it comes to the drums.
Well, I appreciate that.
Tell me, what was the inspiration to do the Fairly Odd Parents?
So I saw um if you look on the video, there's three different screens, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
myself, and then there's a you said keyboardist, and then you see a bassist, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, so I saw the bassist video. His name is the guy's name is K Bass Diggs. Um, and I saw his video on Facebook doing this cover. And I thought it was amazing. He sounded really, really good on it. And I found out that the arranger for the music part, his name is Chris Wright.
Okay.
So so I went to Chris Wright's page, and I saw the actual video. So basically, Chris Wright was the one who arranged it. He did the
Mm-hmm.
whole reharmonizations and all of that, and then K Bass came in and covered it. So I sent the message out to K Bass. I said, "Dude, this video was dope. Can I cover drums on this?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So that's how that came about. And this happened within 3-4 days,
Nice. That's
maybe
quick.
less.
That's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, it was because I really wanted to get it. I really wanted to get it, done. I just bought these drums about 5 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just bought them, so I was like, okay, well, I want to test them out. How can I do that? I saw this cover of the Fairly Odd Parents. I was like, this will be the first cover I've done. All right, now, mind you, this is the first time I've played drums since Carnival Studios. So that's about 5, 6, 7 weeks. You know what I mean? So I wasn't sure how rusty I was going to be. But I was like, okay, let me just practice, and then just straight. I was like, I'm gonna tell the truth here. I was a little bit nervous. I was like, okay, let me see how far I can get. I wasn't as rusty as I thought I was going to be,
Mm-hmm.
but as a perfectionist, I was like, I got some work to do. But the cover came out it came out better than I thought it would. So I was pretty happy about it. And I don't know these guys. Chris Wright, I don't know them personally.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw the videos. I was like, I would like to cover it. So that's what I did on top of it. Came out pretty well.
Dude, it's seriously sick. It's awesome.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know. Like the kids these days, they don't know. Like
I'm
this
telling you,
is
we need to get a small little virtual band
Mhm.
together. We need to
Yes,
start rocking
yes.
out. We
I'm ready. I'm ready now, Dylan. I'm ready. Like I got the kit now. I'm ready for you, bro.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's just throw this out there.
Okay.
What's like the style of music you like to rock out on the drums the most? Like, what is your preferred way to rock?
I don't really have much of a preference. The reason why is because when I was going into Carnival, the preparation was to be as well rounded, right?
Right.
So when I was in school, I had that training. So I was doing from jazz to funk to gospel already.
Mhm.
Gospel is my foundation. So is jazz. So I already had that, and then I went into Latin music and kind of branched off from there. So I can virtually play almost any style you give me.
Mhm.
Um, I enjoy playing funk. I enjoy playing gospel because that's that's my home.
Right.
That's my foundation. Uh, but I can do some rock, man. Just you name it, and I can. I would do it.
Well, in the
It's good to be versatile like that.
in America Rocks, I mean, you used to just go so hard. There was times
Yeah.
where in the show America Rocks, dancers are literally dancing above him. Like
Oh yeah.
he's in this like drum cage, and
Yeah.
the dancers are dancing above him, and you can feel when he hits the bass, you can feel the whole thing
Oh
just
yeah.
rumble. Like
Yeah.
you go hard, dude.
Yeah. It's I don't know if it's because I'm a New Yorker. I don't know. We're just aggressive people, man. We're just aggressive people. We walk. We walk with a purpose. So I play with a purpose.
Right. No, of course. What's kind of like, well, you said gospel and funk and jazz, those are like your backgrounds.
Yeah.
But like what would you say is your greatest either achievement or moment of playing music?
I got a couple of things. Most of this happened during my college days. So there was during my time in school, we had this music jazz festival, and in the jazz festival, they bring out all these performers and all of these schools, and so they do clinics and they do live performances and stuff. And one of the coolest things I was able to do was perform with one of the greatest vibraphone players in the world. His name is Mike Maneri, and we was able to perform with him. I mean, the guy's pretty much a celebrity, if you will, and we played his music, and it was really good because I got to play with him, I got to shake his hand, talk with him a little bit, and that was pretty cool. Um, Following that, the coolest thing I think I've pretty much done was I was on this album for this Latin jazz big band.
Nice.
I have an album. Yeah, I'm on an album. If you look it up, it's called True Flight, and the name of the band is called the Bronx Connection, Latin jazz big
The
band.
Bronx Connection.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic, doesn't it?
No, that's
Sounds
awesome, man.
really
I mean,
good.
that's a dream of
Yeah,
mine, is to have my own album at some point in my life. You know what I mean?
yeah. It was cool. I'm the youngest member of that band. I was
That's
playing with a
sick.
bunch of playing with a bunch of professionals. So
How'd
um,
you get into that? Like, how did you
through
know these
school.
people? Oh, through
Yeah,
school.
through school. So, um, the band leader is his name is Victor Rendon.
Uh-huh.
Is his band, and he was one of the Latin band ensemble professors, and he had this band on the side that he was doing, and they started out as a rehearsal band. It wasn't really doing any recording or anything like that. They were just rehearsing stuff, and uh during the jazz festival, actually, he pulled me to the side. He said, "I want you to play for the Latin band." I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem. I would love to do that. It's outside of what I'm normally used to,
Mhm.
so I would love to do it." I only had one Latin group that I knew, you know, so it was nice. But in between that semester and the semester after, my library it just blew up.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, and so after a while, the Bronx Connection band started playing at this place called the New York Poets Cafe. It's in downtown Manhattan,
Mhm.
and they were doing the residence. They started doing a residency there, and it was pretty cool. And we started, playing all this original music to the point where we was like, we're going to record this stuff. Now, a lot of the recordings, not recordings, the songs were composed by himself, Victor Rendon. Some were composed by other people in the band, and but yeah, we recorded it and made an album, and it's on all the music platforms and everything, so you can look it up and stuff. It's really, really cool, really, really good stuff.
So now that you have an album out, what
Hmm.
would you say is like the next thing that you really want to do? Because I have something in mind that I would love to throw by you, but I'm curious at what you want to do next. Like, what is the next achievement you want to achieve? Achievement you want to achieve?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Broadway.
Broadway, really?
That's my next big ambitious goal is to play on Broadway.
Like playing drums for Broadway, or do you want to be doing like the more like the
Yeah,
management side?
playing drums on different shows that they have and everything. My biggest dream is to play in Radio City Music Hall because it's such an acclaimed venue.
Oh yeah, and I growing up in New York, I mean,
Yeah, it's one of the coolest things. At least for me as a musician, and being that I'm born and raised in the Bronx, it's nice to have this young black man come and play in this acclaimed music venue. You know what I mean?
oh
So
yeah.
that's one of my dreams is to play there and uh, just play out in Broadway, just do shows and stuff all around Broadway and stuff.
Oh, I could totally see you doing that. like
Yeah,
you said, you're extremely versatile. I mean, even when I'd watch you perform, like, yeah, I joke around that you hit it really hard, but you're a really controlled performer, especially in the drums. I know a lot of
yeah,
drum players that just kind of go, and it could be the music that they do. You know what I mean? Like maybe I've seen more rock bands or something like that, and they just kind of let it go. But
yeah.
you are extremely versatile in the sense of you know when to pull it back, you know when to push forward. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
you have to because it's it's not just about the drummers. It's listening out to what the other players are doing.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to do that. It just makes you an arrogant drummer if you don't.
Have you
You know,
have you ever thought about scoring a film or being a part of a film score?
a little bit. Uh, there was a course in college I wanted to take, but I was already about to graduate by the
Uh-huh.
time it was offered, so I couldn't do it. But I learned a little bit about it because my composition professor, his name is John Coliano. If you don't know the guy, he's a Grammy Award not Grammy, I'm sorry, Academy Award winning. Yeah, this guy's a big deal. Academy Award winning film composer.
That's awesome.
And, yeah,
That's really
so
cool.
yeah, so when you learn from somebody of that kind of caliber, you have an
Mhm.
idea of what you do. But I've always wanted. I thought about it a little bit,
Uh-huh.
but I'm all over the place when it comes to music anyway. You know what I mean? I want
Oh,
to do
yeah.
this. I want to have my hands in all sorts of things. You know
And
what I
I
mean?
think I think nowadays, especially um with our job and where with our career paths, like you kind of have to be either open to being versatile or be versatile in the first place. You know what I mean?
It's pretty much a requirement,
Yeah.
especially if you're trying to be a rock band musician and kind of well, any cruise line, but specifically Carnival, you have to be versatile because of the stuff that we do there. I mean, as you
Mhm.
know, we have to, we're going from Motown to 80s to classic rock to country to
Oh yeah.
oldies, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's the exact same for the singer. I mean, obviously, I'm in playlists, but
Yeah,
it's the same idea where like you have to be able to sing 80s music, like 80s, even within one show. Heck,
yeah,
you literally
yeah,
go from like pop. I mean, it's 80s pop to the max. You go from pop to more like melodic ballads to like even though it's within the pop spectrum, it's still a different style of pop. I think
yeah,
that's
exactly.
people don't seem to understand, or people don't know that within styles there are other styles. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes. It's such a broad spectrum now.
Mhm.
Especially in America where a lot of this stuff started.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
it's grown to be so diverse. I mean, even in the jazz there's different genres, in rock there's different genres, and now in this pop there's different genres, and
Well,
now even in rap there's these different kind of
oh
things.
yeah.
It's evolved really.
Yeah, I mean like you think of, to be honest, I mean I come from the street dance background, you know what I mean? I grew
Yeah,
up
man.
battling, I grew up doing all that kind of stuff, street performing. Like people don't realize that hip hop is one of the only, if not the only, truly original American style of
Yeah,
not only music, but of dance.
you guess where it started? The South Bronx.
Like people don't realize this kind of stuff. People don't
Yeah,
re and then you get so many people that are pushing it to the side and pushing it to the side, or they take it for advantage and say, "Oh yeah, I created this or I did this or I when just because it's a free form style of music and dance, it is very free form. There still is a sense of heritage to it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
There's
yes, for
still a
sure.
background. You don't go into a ballet. I mean, I'm using dance as an example, but you don't go into a ballet class and not do it the way that they're telling you to do it. You know what I mean? Within hip hop, within rap, within any kind of style like that,
Yeah,
there is still a heritage that you have to respect in order to move forward.
yes, and just keep it real. Lyrics is part of the game, dude.
Yes,
Live part of the game. Rap is rhythm and poetry.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what it
Did you
is.
ever
So
did you ever watch what's it called? Was it the Breakdown? Is that what it's called? The one on
breakdown.
Netflix.
Oh, the
The
Get Down.
the Get Down, the Get Down. Did you watch
Yeah,
that?
I have not on Netflix, but I have it on my computer. I have it on my hard drive and stuff. It's a great show.
I watched the first
Uh,
season. I haven't watched the second season, and
yeah,
I think during this
it's
quarantine I need to.
yes, yeah, you do. I want to get down on the second season like fully. I haven't yet,
Uh huh.
but the first season was great.
It's so
First season was
good.
great.
It's
Yeah,
so
and
good.
it's like it really depicts how it was like when my parents grew up. My parents grew up in the South Bronx,
Uh huh.
so like how they've described the South Bronx to me is exactly how it is in the show.
That's cool. That's real
Yeah,
cool.
it's awesome stuff, man.
So if you had to pick like a decade or a year of time within music and within culture and all that kind of stuff, like what would be the decade you probably want to have grown up in?
That's a good question because it's such a lot. So many good songs came out of different times of
Trust me,
music.
I totally agree.
Oh my God, such a hard one. I guess I'm gonna go with the '80s, and the
Nice.
reason I would choose the '80s because music was really radicalized in that time
Hmm.
because they started using synths around that time. They started using it in the '70s too, but they started really kicking it up in the
The
'80s.
sound changed.
Every, e-
There's a
yeah,
big
every song
difference
had a synth in it.
between there's a huge difference between 70s music and 80s music.
Yeah,
Music all of a sudden changed like
yeah.
overnight almost.
Yeah, because they started doing certain things like tape echo and all that. You started using certain effects to really bring out their stuff. You know, it was really quite experimental.
Hmm.
That's why I dig it. You know, like when we play some of the '80s music at the job, I really appreciate some of that stuff because it was really like it's different. You know,
Oh yeah.
especially around that time, and it was a lot of hits that came around there. So many hits. So many hits. So Michael Jackson's "Remember the Time." You know what I mean?
Do you remember
Yeah,
the time?
that's one of
Great
my
song.
favorite songs.
Oh
It's
my
one of my
gosh,
favorite songs in the '90s, man.
it is a classic. I think that is one of the most underrated MJ songs.
You think so?
I think because so many people, you usually when you hear when you hear people talking about MJ music, you got, I would say the most talked about would be Billie Jean.
Yeah.
Um, let me think. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Thriller, of course. Beat It, and then maybe Man in the Mirror. Like those are I
Okay.
would say those are probably the most five well-known MJ songs.
Notice
Whereas
how
like
all of those
yeah,
songs came out in a different time, right? So almost
yeah, that's a good point.
it was crazy because Mike every album he came out with was matched to the actual style of music that was happening, right? So when his
Like
first
during that
album
decade
came
or
out,
whatever.
yeah, his first album was a disco album. A lot of folks don't know
Mhm.
that. It's actually, I think personally, one of his best albums. Off the
That's the
Wall,
one that has
Off the Wall. What?
that's not the same one that has Billie Jean, is it? Or is that
No, that's Thriller.
that's Thriller?
Yeah,
So
that's
Off the
the
Wall is
album
the
after.
one oh Off the Wall, that's the one. What song is that? Rock With You?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. That have you seen that music video?
Yes.
The
It's
door
so,
this song is
fantastic.
great. Oh, I
Yeah.
hate the music video. The song's great. I'll listen to the song. Like I have no problem listening to the song. I love that song. But I
Oh
think that
snap!
music it's funny that you go from I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it went from that music video to Billie Jean. I'm pretty sure and that is a
Yeah, yeah,
radical jump between the actual production value, but
yeah.
like I'm pretty sure I'm not good at any of this camera stuff, and I'm working at it. I'm trying to get better. I'm almost positive
You're doing great.
I could recreate the Rock With You with just a green screen behind the wall that's on me right now, and I could just recreate that entire thing.
I, I would like to see you do it. I like to see you do it, man. But it was crazy though because like whenever I hear "Remember the Time,"
Uh-huh.
for me that epitomizes the '90s. That song came out
Mhm.
in '92, '93, right?
Gotcha.
It epitomizes the '90s, like how '90s music
Uh-huh.
was. Like that song epitomizes it.
So let's talk about this then. If you had to sit at a dinner table and like got to chill and eat at like a 5-star restaurant, doesn't matter, with
Okay.
5 dead or alive
Mm-hmm.
artists, who would you pick?
My number one is Stevie Wonder because he's my
Stevie Wonder.
favorite artist. He's my
Okay.
favorite artist. I would definitely talk with Mike, and I would definitely talk with Prince because those two were the goats of their time.
Right.
And they both had different ways of thinking about music and stuff. So those three. I would talk to my uncle Thelonious Monk.
Okay.
I would talk to him because he changed the game with bebop jazz back in the 50s.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. The last one I would talk to is Art Blakey.
Who's that?
Art Blakey's one of the most innovative drummers that lived back in the 50s and 60s, and
Dope.
yeah, he died in the 90s. He lived a very full age.
I like that. I like that setup because it's not like usually you ask that question and people are like, oh man, I would sit with like Jay-Z and maybe Michael Jackson, and like they've put out like the most popular names.
No,
That's a good setup.
Yeah, it's the versatility I like because I'm a drummer, so I like to have all sorts of stuff to my arsenal. So I like to pick brains and stuff like that. Stevie still is one of the most beloved artists in the world.
Mm-hmm.
For me, he's one of the greatest musicians of all time.
Oh my gosh, he's amazing.
Yeah. I got to see him live at a concert that
would be cool. I literally just got miniature chills. Like legit, like
quick.
Just the idea.
Bro, real quick. 2015, it was his Songs in the Key of Life album, the second time he did it. And it was his last show, and it was in the Barclays Center out in Brooklyn. And my boy Eddie Bolden, shout out to him, he got a ticket for me and him to go.
That's sick.
And that amazing. What a crazy concert that was, man.
That's so
great.
Cool.
I mean, you're hearing songs from his most acclaimed album, Songs in the Key of Life, right? And then some. He did some other stuff after that, right? He played all 21 of his songs in that album. There's 21 songs in that album.
That's impressive. That's a large set list.
Stevie has a very long set list.
That's insane
already. But he played all 21 of his songs, and he played other stuff.
That's so cool. That's
gosh,
I can't even imagine.
Man, you took magical, man. And Stevie's a character, man. He's hilarious.
That's awesome, man. That would be really cool to see.
Funny. Yeah, man.
You said your uncle, or was it your uncle, is Thelonious?
Yeah, he's my great granduncle.
Your great granduncle.
Yeah.
So that name, I have heard. Like I've only ever heard it once in any other time, and it's actually off of the TV show on Netflix, The 100. Have you ever seen that show?
Oh wow. No, I haven't.
So there's.
But I know about it.
Yeah, one of the main characters, his name is Thelonious, and I was literally watching it last night because I'm rewatching it from the beginning. And that's I was like, that's a really cool name. Like as soon as they said it, I was like, that just sounds very regal and strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds off the wall too. Like it's not something you just make up like that.
And as soon as you said it, I was like, huh, that's really cool. I would have never met someone with that name.
Yeah, and it's crazy because there's 4 of them.
Wow.
There's 4 of them. So
the chances of me meeting a Thelonious just jumped up. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Talk to me, man. They're my family. I got you.
Yes. So speaking of Netflix, though, are you watching anything? Are you doing anything on Netflix?
Yeah, I have quite a few things, man.
Okay.
I just downloaded Space Force.
Space Force. Oh my gosh, I think so.
Oh man, I need
those of you that are watching, we are recording this the week before. That gives me a whole week to edit and set up everything. Yeah. So it's May 29th as of right now, and Space Force is coming out today. That's the new show with Steve Carell. Who is it? John Malkovich.
Yeah, I think John. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the whole set list of people.
Okay.
Because it looks so funny. It's by the same
It-
people that brought The Office.
that's right. That's right. I think Steve used the same sort of the same producers and all of that.
Yeah. So we have Steve Carell, Ben Schwartz, who was on Parks and Recreation, who is hilarious.
Oh yes.
He also played Sonic in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
That's right. He did. That's right. That's right.
We have Lisa Kudrow, who is
Uh-huh.
Phoebe from Friends.
Friends. Yep.
The late great Fred Willard, he's apparently in it. He just passed away.
Yeah. R.I.P. to that
like
guy,
a week
man.
or two ago, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was like last week.
Yeah, something like that. John Malkovich and other faces that you would know, but you probably won't. You might not know their names.
Mhm.
I think it looks hilarious.
Yes. Yeah. I can't wait to see it.
Did you see though that it's not getting good reviews?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, Vulture, the New York Times, all saying that it's a misfire.
Where?
I have no idea. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Wow.
I'm totally excited for it, and I think that's the thing with new IPs most of the time is usually that first one is either going to be a hit or it's going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit, but it's not going to be what people want.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think, and I also think this particular show is based off a real thing.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna have. I wonder how much of it goes into the like obviously it's making fun of the idea of the Space Force. At least from the trailers, that's what it is. Which is actually
that's exactly what it is. It's an actual thing, yeah.
Which is an actual thing now, and I wonder how many people will get turned off by the idea that it's kind of mocking something that's kind of mocking. I mean, that's the thing. It's mocking something that's within the military, but there's been other forms of art that mock things within the military.
Look, I'll tell you this, man. When the military themselves are mocking it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know, it's just like, well, you got to do a TV show. You know?
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna be cracking jokes. I mean, I would assume that they don't. I would assume they're not going to step over a line where it's like degrading to all military. Like I would assume they're not going to do that.
I don't think so. No.
But you look at, I mean, the first thing I think of that is something that's joking around within a military branch. I think of MASH.
Oh yeah.
That was. I mean, they weren't
when
making
things
fun
were a
of,
lot less sensitive.
Yeah, they weren't making fun of the army or the branches of military, but they were able to make jokes about things within the military.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, which is a huge difference. This is the first branch that came out since the 1800s, I believe.
That's crazy.
So, and it's, for a lot of people, it's just like, it's questionable, and it's
I love
laughable.
Steve Carell, so I mean, right here. It's got a 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb and a 46%.
That's not bad.
A 46% on Rotten Tomatoes. I just said tomatoes, not tomatoes.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah, only a 46%, which I don't know about Rotten Tomatoes.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't really trust Rotten Tomatoes.
Did you watch The Office or Parks and Recreation?
I watch more Parks and Recreation than The Office.
Okay, we're gonna pull this up real quick.
I absolutely love Parks and Rec.
Okay,
I downloaded them, the whole thing.
So they had a 46% for Space Force, 93% on Rotten Tomatoes for Parks and Recreation. So, I mean, once again, it's the first
pilot
episode.
Though. It's the first episode. I mean, I don't see it going down. They're gonna make I think they're gonna make better episodes, but we'll see.
Just for shits and giggles, we're gonna look up Friends episode 1 ratings.
Yes.
Let's see what did the very first season got on ratings, if we can find it.
I think the name of that one was the one with the wedding dress or something like that. How do I remember that? I don't know.
Dude, the show's great. It's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah. It's
EW. This came out 94. I wasn't even born yet.
No, you weren't.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Let's
Oh
see.
man.
What else can we find? No.
Sure.
So
Just so I
I found the USA Today September 22nd, 1994 review of episode 1. And it says, no one seems to have anything better to do than swill on cappuccino at a plush hangout or sit around Courtney Cox's place watching bad TV. So, I mean, that's one of many, many different reviews.
boy,
But
that's a
must not
harsh
have gotten
critic,
very,
isn't it?
must not have gotten very good. You know what I mean? It must not, or obviously it got better, but
I mean, it's not like it won some awards or nothing.
Friends is clearly a show of demographics, which is why it should do extremely well among those who, between the snappy dialogue, find themselves among the crowd. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Netflix, I think we're going to play this game just before I let you go, all right?
Okay.
So, I looked up if you go on Netflix, if you open up Netflix, you find the top 10 in the US, top 10 viewed shows or movies, okay?
Oh, can I look up Netflix on this one? Or is
You don't get to look it up. You don't get to look it up.
Oh, I don't get to look it up. Okay.
So I need do you have a phone with you?
Yeah.
Okay. I need or either a phone or a piece of paper or something just so you can write these down that I'm going to give you.
All right, I'm gonna write them down. All right.
No cheating. No cheating.
I'm writing stuff down, folks. All right, here we go. All right, I'm writing it down. What am I writing down?
Netflix and chill. This is going to be our Netflix and chill game. This game, because I'll probably play this game with future guests as well. So this is the first episode of Netflix and chill.
And chill.
So what I'm going to do is you need to write down these top 10 shows. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out of order, the summary of the show. And you have to guess which one I'm reading out.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So out of 10 points kind of a thing. Okay.
All right.
So
I'll try this. Sorry.
Here's in order first. These are the names. Okay.
Okay.
The first name is Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich. It's a documentary. Number 2 is you need to write down, it's Uncut Gems. It's the new Adam Sandler movie. Next one is Sweet Magnolias. Obviously, spelling doesn't matter.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Magnanimous. The next one, I guarantee you've seen this, Avatar. The next show is Dead to Me.
Okay.
Next one is Riverdale.
Okay.
The next one is History 101.
Okay.
Then you have The Flash.
Oh, of course.
Great show. The next one is Just Go With It. And the last one is Outer Banks.
Oh, Outer Banks. Okay.
Okay, so those are the top 10 U.S. Netflix TV shows or movies. All right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to read out of order the summary for those TV shows, and you have to try and guess which one I'm reading. All right. So you have the list. You have the list with you. You have to try and guess which one. All right.
All right.
And side note, I also had to take out a couple words here and there because it was a dead giveaway.
Right.
So
makes sense.
Here we go. Number 1.
Okay.
Best friends, big dreams. They believe in each other and their margarita nights. Anyone says otherwise will bless their hearts.
That sounds like Just Go With It.
You think it's Just Go With It?
I think so.
Final answer?
Wrong? Yeah.
Wrong. That is Sweet Magnolias.
Sweet Magnolias. Yeah, that was my second choice.
All right, so I'm going to allow you to take You can take Sweet Magnolias off your list.
Okay.
All right. You ready for the next one?
Yes.
Here we go. Dead, her grief, rage, and wine glass overflowing with her new BFF riding shotgun, she's speeding toward rock bottom.
Why do you say it like that?
I'm trying to be enthusiastic. I'm having some fun.
I know.
Okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Here we go. I can do it.
I'm not good. I suck at this game. Okay.
Do you need me to do it again?
No.
Okay. Please don't.
Is it Dead to Me?
It is Dead to Me. You have 1 point.
Boom.
So take Dead to Me off.
All right. Cool. All right. I'm batting 500.
All right. Next one. Here we go. Oh, this one should
Okay.
be an easy one. Quick hits of history answer humanity's biggest question. Next, how do we get here and where do we go next?
Oh, that sounds like Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich.
Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It's History 101.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
I told you guys I suck at this game. Everybody's gonna judge me. Everybody's gonna judge me. This
Nobody
guy
knows
sucks.
all of these. I
Oh,
guarantee you half of our viewers have seen maybe 2 of these shows and or movies.
Okay.
You're fine.
I'm gonna get.
You have to also
watch.
remember, as of right now, half of our viewership is probably over in the UK and or in another country. So their top 10 list is totally different.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes me
So,
feel a little better.
so you're a little bit better. You're a little bit better. No worries.
All right. All right.
All right.
Cool.
Here we go.
All
Here we
right.
go. So take off History 101.
History 101. Okay, I did.
Next one. A young boy must take an impossible journey. If he fails, the whole world is in serious trouble.
Ooh, I don't know.
I can do it one more time if you want.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to get close to the mic for this one.
Yeah, use it in a sentence.
All right. Are you ready?
You go.
Okay. This is Netflix and chill ASMR. Here we go.
Oh my God. ASMR.
A young...
I'm doing that.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. A young boy must take an impossible journey. If he fails, the whole world is in serious trouble.
You took out words on this one, didn't you?
I did. I had to take out an entire sentence.
Yeah. Shoot.
Come on, you know this. You know this.
I want to go with Avatar.
Yes, Avatar.
Yeah.
So Ron has 2 points as of right now. 2 out of the past 4. Nailing it. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Let's try this one. I'm going to give you some of the easier ones. Here you go.
All right.
It's showdown time in Central City as an ordinary police scientist suddenly becomes something more.
Oh crap! I don't know that one. Outer Banks?
Final answer?
No, it's not the final answer. You gave me the face, man.
Let me read it one more time.
All right.
It's showdown time in Central City as an ordinary police scientist suddenly becomes something more.
Ordinary police scientist.
You've seen this one. I know you have.
That's not the Flash, is it?
Final answer?
Yeah.
It's the Flash!
Okay. That's what I thought. It is the Flash. All right.
Sweating a little bit?
Little bit. It's buckets of water right now, bro.
If it helps, I've only seen about 4 of these. So you're not.
No.
I would do just as terrible. Don't worry.
No. This is really good.
Okay.
Shoot, I don't know none of these, man. All right.
Here we go. This one I had to shorten all the names because the names might have gave it away. So all the names are only letters. Okay. This is what it says. All right.
Okay.
A's got edge. V's got rep. B's got moxie. J's got attitude. I shit you not. That is what this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had to take a smidge out because it gave it away. A's got edge. V's got a rep. B's got moxie. And J's got attitude.
Good Lord. That sounds like just go with it.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Riverdale.
Oh, okay. All right. What? Okay.
It literally it's like Archie. Archie Comics is Riverdale. So I was like, I don't know how much he knows about Archie Comics, so I can't say that. I had to take it.
I didn't really read them like that.
Oh, damn, I could have used the names.
Watch all the Archie fans on YouTube.
I know, right?
Yeah, you could have, mate. Yeah. Well.
All right.
He doesn't know Archie. What's wrong with this guy?
What is wrong with this guy? He doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
A plastic surgeon falls for a hot young thing. The only hitch to win her is he has to pretend to be hitched.
Okay, that's just go with it, right?
That is just go with it. You are right.
Yeah.
You have
okay.
4 points out of 10. 4 out of 10. We're doing good. We're doing good. Come on. You're almost there.
Not too bad.
All right. We have
Okay.
3 left. Here we go.
All right.
He mingled with presidents and princes, a predator wielding his power in a monstrous way. His accusers will not be silenced.
Ooh. It's either one of the two. I'm trying to, let me see. Is it Outer Banks?
Final answer?
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein.
It's the actual it's actual true story.
That's the actual truth. And yo, I haven't watched this one yet, but I was watching the trailer that it plays on Netflix, and it looks really good. So take out Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay, now I got two. We got 2 more.
All we have left is Outer Banks, which you've answered about 4 times, and Uncut Gems. So for all the marbles, here we go.
All the marbles.
I'm going to read both of them, and you have to try and pick out which one is which. All right.
Okay.
So, the first one. They've weathered good times and bad, but for 4 tight-knit teens, a hunt for millions and lost gold means rough seas ahead.
Oh, that sounds like Uncut Gems.
All right, but let me read the other one.
Okay.
Meet Howard Ratner, hustler, gambler, jeweler. He's just one scheme away from hitting it big and one misstep from losing it all.
Oh, man, that doesn't help. They both sound the same, man. They both sound the same, man. They both got the same synopsis.
All right, what's the first one? What was the first one?
All right. For the 5th time, I'm going to say Outer Banks.
For the first one.
Yes.
Okay. And then what was the second one would be?
Second one, Uncut Gems.
You are right for both.
Oh, nice.
Confetti.
Yes.
Good job, man.
Oh, man, that was, oh boy, that was
If you really want a good movie, go watch Uncut Gems. It's really, really good.
I will.
You get 2 Dylan thumbs up.
You look like Shia LaBeouf for a second. I just want you to know.
Do it.
Yeah. Yo, man, that was good. That's really good. This is a really good game.
Thank you.
Keep that up,
and that
man.
was Netflix and chill.
Boom.
I used the cameras. Hopefully,
No, that was good. No,
if I edited, I could have edited that right. I may have edited it wrong. I don't know. So, thank you so much, Ron, for being my official guest for episode 6 of UpDated.
This was a lot of fun.
For all of the audience, I want you to give out any of your Instagram or your Facebook where people can come and check you out.
Yes.
So where can they go and see you?
All right. On Facebook, look up Ron Smith. I'm on Facebook, Ron Smith. On Instagram, it's Ron Smith Drums. And if you find my Twitter, it's Ron Smith 1221 because
all
I
right.
couldn't.
Awesome. So thank you so much, Ron. It is so good to see you. Seriously, it was great to see you and talk to you.
Always a pleasure, brother. I want to do this again. This was fun.
Yes. I would love to have you back at some point. Once we start getting some more news going and news flowing, I would love to have you back at some point so we can catch up.
Absolutely, man. Looking forward to it.
I will hit you up here soon because I definitely have a project that I want to talk to you about, but I don't want to talk to everyone else about it. So I'll hit you up soon about that, all right?
All right.
All right.
Take care,
I will see you later, Ron. Thank you guys so much for joining us for episode 6 of UpDated. I hope you've had a good time. Make sure to go check out Ron on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I will see you guys next time for episode 7 of UpDated. You've officially been updated.
Peace.